Many people, including myself, think to themselves, I'll get my shit together when I'm older. They envision, having a lot of confidence, having great relationships, owning a nice house, just having a great life. But the reality is, you're likely old enough to start getting your shit together now. Now, if you're still young, in primary school, I wouldn't say you have to think about or be worried about getting your shit together. But if you're slightly older, you could be working towards your ideal future right now. But if we're being honest for a second, thinking to yourself that I'll just get my shit together when I'm older is comforting. It's nice to think that you'll naturally just grow. And to be fair, you will, over time, just through experiences and natural challenges in life, you will grow. But you will get to a point where you need to start doing more stuff. And you don't want to spend the rest of your life telling yourself that you'll eventually figure it all out, because you'll get to a point where you ask yourself, why am I not confident or in a great relationship? Or basically, if there's something you want to do it now. Because if you aren't doing it now, it's very unlikely you'll do it in the future. If I'm not working out regularly or eating healthy or working on my relationships now, it's very unlikely that I'll be doing those things in the future. And sure, there is genuine, real excuses for not getting around to doing certain things in life, but a lot of the time telling yourself, I'm too busy, I'll eventually get round to it, is just an excuse. And yes, a lot of things take a while. You can't just think to yourself you want this type of relationship or this career and just go out and get it. But that doesn't mean you can't start working towards those things. One thing I've done that I've found pretty useful is writing down my ideal future. So this was part of Jordan Peterson's self-authoring program. So I've written down about 500 words of what I envision my future being like. So my traits, hobbies, relationships, family, everything. Now, do I expect to achieve everything that I've written down? No, but it does give me a nice sense of direction, and I can now pick specific things from that note and give myself small related goals. There's also a concept from the book Someday is Today called the 100-year plan, and I've switched up the name to Future Me Decision Making, and it's essentially a framework for making decisions now based on what future you would want. So the me right now would quite happily order Domino's every night, binge Netflix, have no human interaction, never work and never exercise. But the 100-year-old version of me probably wouldn't like if I did all that. And to be honest, if I did all those things on a daily basis, I probably wouldn't make it to 100. My 100-year-old self would love if I exercised every now and then, ate healthy, had loads of great relationships, and eventually had a wife and kids. Right, that's what my 100-year-old self would want. And so trying to make decisions and set myself goals based on that is just a good way of going about giving yourself stuff to do. That's really all it is, I guess. Goal setting and all that, it's just giving yourself stuff to do, and if it's aiming you towards an ideal future, then you're going to enjoy doing those things. Anyway, I believe thinking about things in this way and taking small steps towards your ideal future is pretty cool, and it helps you avoid the trap of telling yourself that you'll get it all figured out when you're older.